Chosen one, the season of waiting is finally ending. You've endured nights filled with silent prayers, long days where answers seemed hidden, and moments where hope flickered like a candle in the wind. But all of this, the delays, the trials, the seasons of silence, was preparing you. Like a seed buried in darkness that eventually pushes toward the sunlight, your spirit has been cultivated to carry the full measure of what God is about to release. Your breakthrough isn't just coming. It's arriving in abundance and alignment with your purpose, crafted by a loving God who sees every tear, every prayer, and every ounce of your perseverance. God is sending more than you ever asked or imagined. Perhaps you prayed for peace, clarity, or provision, but what is coming surpasses even your deepest hopes. Think of it like this. You might ask for a single drop of rain, but God is preparing a downpour to wash away every doubt, every fear, and every limitation. This is why faith matters now more than ever. Are you ready to receive fully, to embrace a new level of spiritual growth, confidence, and opportunity? Your readiness will determine the speed and fullness of your blessings as they enter your life. Take a moment to reflect on the journey that brought you here. Every challenge, every season of waiting, and every moment of endurance has been building a foundation for a future far beyond what you can imagine. Hold on to hope, remain steadfast, and trust that your breakthrough is not just coming, it is already on its way. It's natural to feel discouraged when prayers seem unanswered or doors remain closed. But remember this, delays are often God's way of perfecting His plan for you. They are pauses, not rejections. A delay allows your character to grow, your faith to deepen, and your spirit to mature. Consider how a diamond forms. It must endure intense pressure over time. Similarly, the waiting seasons in your life are shaping you for a destiny too great to be rushed or mishandled. What seems like a setback is often the stage being set for your most significant breakthrough. Think of Joseph, who faced betrayal, imprisonment, and years of suffering before his ultimate elevation. His delay was preparation, not punishment. Your waiting period, too, carries invisible lessons: patience, resilience, discernment, and reliance on God's timing. When you reflect on your life, can you see the ways your struggles have strengthened you? Can you recognize how the waiting seasons have sharpened your faith and clarified your vision for the future? These lessons ensure that, when your blessings arrive, you are fully ready to steward them with wisdom and humility. God's blessings are not meant to be small. They are meant to overwhelm you in ways that only He can orchestrate. Imagine a river that starts as a gentle stream but eventually becomes a mighty flood, reshaping everything in its path. Your blessings are approaching like that flood, larger, more expansive, and more transformative than you could have asked for. What you prayed for may have been small, but God is sending abundance, opportunities, divine encounters, and favor that will elevate your life completely. Every element of this harvest has been carefully designed for your purpose and destiny. Look at the story of Esther, who rose from obscurity to influence an entire nation. Your story has parallels. Opportunities, resources, and divine connections are aligning to create a season of abundance and empowerment. The blessings coming are not random. They are strategic, purposeful, and life-altering. Embrace them with faith, courage, and gratitude, knowing that your life is about to be elevated beyond imagination. Faith is not just belief. It is the engine that activates God's promises in your life. Your faith, even in times of silence, has been moving mountains behind the scenes. Think about how a small flame can light an entire room. The consistency and endurance of your faith, no matter how small it felt, has been igniting blessings that are now ready to emerge. Faith is the bridge between waiting and receiving, and every act of trust, every prayer, and every step you've taken in obedience has been preparing a path for your breakthrough. Sometimes faith requires patience, but that patience is never wasted. Consider the story of Abraham, who waited decades for the promise of a child. His faith, though tested, eventually brought forth blessings that changed the course of history. Your journey is similar. The moments when doubt threatened to creep in were actually strengthening your spiritual resolve. Ask yourself, How have your faith and trust grown stronger during your season of waiting? These reflections will help you embrace the blessings coming with a grateful heart. Faith in action is about consistency, trust, and courage. Stand firm, keep believing, and know that your trust in God is the key unlocking the extraordinary favor on its way to you. Fear has a way of keeping us trapped in cycles of hesitation and doubt. Yet, God is calling you to step into freedom, abundance, and purpose. Every fear you faced, fear of failure, rejection, or inadequacy, has been an opportunity to rely on God more fully. Imagine a bird learning to fly. It must leave the nest and trust its wings. Likewise, your breakthrough demands courage, boldness, and a willingness to move beyond what feels safe or familiar. Your limitations are often illusions created by your mind, but God's vision for you is limitless. Moses doubted his ability to lead, yet through him, God parted the Red Sea. In your life, doors are opening, connections are aligning, and opportunities are emerging that are beyond your imagination. But stepping through them requires faith over fear. Reflect. Which fears have held you back, and which can you release today to step into the fullness of your destiny? This release is the key to unlocking the next level of your life. Let go of fear, embrace courage, and allow God's power to lift you above limitations that no longer serve you. Your potential is far greater than you realize. Silence can feel heavy, but it often carries the weight of preparation. In the quiet moments, God has been shaping your character, refining your purpose, and preparing you to receive what is coming. Think of the roots of a tree growing deep underground before it bears fruit, unseen but essential. Your patience and perseverance are building resilience, wisdom, and clarity that will serve you in the season ahead. Patience is not passive, it is active trust in God's timing. David waited years before becoming king, yet during those years he learned leadership, humility, and faith. Similarly, your waiting is equipping you with tools to navigate success, influence, and abundance with integrity. Ask yourself, how has patience shaped your mindset, your relationships, and your purpose? Understanding this will help you fully embrace the season of blessing that is arriving. Trust that the silence is not empty. It is fertile ground for growth, strength, and divine alignment, preparing you for a harvest beyond your imagination. Blessings often arrive in forms we don't expect. Sometimes the opportunity appears small, almost ordinary, but it contains within it the seed of extraordinary change. Recognizing divine opportunities requires spiritual discernment, awareness, and a heart attuned to God's guidance. Think of Joseph, whose time in Pharaoh's house seemed like a detour, yet it was the perfect opportunity for his destiny. Your life is filled with doors. Look closely and discern which are divine alignments waiting for your embrace. Opportunities often require readiness and action. A seed can only bear fruit if it is planted and nurtured. Similarly, when you recognize a divine opening, it's your responsibility to step forward with faith, courage, and intentionality. Ask yourself, which doors are in front of you right now that may hold God's blessing? Are you ready to move when the timing is perfect? Being attentive and prepared ensures that you do not miss what is meant to change your life forever. Pay attention to life's signs, embrace each opportunity with faith, and step boldly into the blessings God has carefully orchestrated for you. God's ways are always more abundant than human imagination. What you once considered enough is now being multiplied in ways that will amaze you. Think of the story of the 5 loaves and 2 fish. A small offering, when surrendered to God, became enough to feed thousands. Your obedience, generosity, and faith are seeds that are now multiplying. This season is not about scarcity. It is about exponential growth, favor, and provision. Multiplication occurs when we surrender control and trust in God's plan. Like Abraham, whose faith brought descendants as numerous as the stars, your persistence, prayers, and actions are positioning you for a harvest that defies logic. Reflect. Which areas of your life are ready for God's multiplication? Where can you release control and allow divine increase to flow freely? The answers may surprise you, as God's ways often exceed what we imagine or ask for. Prepare to witness multiplication in your life. in finances, relationships, spiritual growth, and opportunities. Your faith is the catalyst for abundance beyond imagination. Everything in your life is converging for your good, chosen one. Sometimes it feels like life is scattered, random, or even unfair, but God is aligning every situation, person, and opportunity according to His perfect plan. What may appear as chaos is actually divine order working behind the scenes. Think of a puzzle. Every piece, no matter how small or misplaced it seems, is critical to completing the picture. Your trials, your relationships, your work, and your prayers are all pieces of a grander design being revealed in perfect timing. The alignment of circumstances requires awareness and faith. It is not passive. It's about trusting God even when things don't make sense. Look at Joseph again. Years of waiting, confusion, and hardship led him straight into influence, provision, and destiny. Similarly, the alignment happening in your life may already be unfolding quietly. Reflect. Which areas of your life feel like they're finally coming together? Recognizing God's orchestration will strengthen your faith and allow you to walk confidently into your next season. Stay alert to the ways God is arranging your life. His timing is precise, and the pieces are falling into place for your highest good. Resilience is more than surviving. It is thriving despite the storms. Every difficulty you've faced has fortified your spirit and strengthened your character. Imagine a tree bending in the wind. It survives the storm because it has deep roots. Similarly, your faith and determination are roots that allow you to endure and grow through life's challenges. God has been building resilience in you to ensure that when your blessings arrive, you are fully prepared to handle them with wisdom, humility, and strength. Resilience also inspires others. People are drawn to those who remain steadfast amid trials because it demonstrates the power of faith in action. Your story, your perseverance, and your trust in God will serve as a beacon of hope for others still waiting for their breakthroughs. Favor is God's supernatural hand moving on your behalf. It opens doors, creates opportunities, and attracts blessings in ways that surpass human effort. Even when you don't understand why certain things happen, God's favor is at work behind the scenes, placing the right people, circumstances, and resources in your path. Think about Mary, chosen to carry the Savior. Favor met her ordinary life and elevated her to extraordinary destiny. Your life, too, is entering a season where favor is aligning everything for your elevation. Favor is closely linked with your obedience, faithfulness, and integrity. When you stay aligned with God's principles and trust His process, favor flows naturally. Step into your season of favor with confidence, knowing God is orchestrating everything for your ultimate good. Sometimes, unseen spiritual barriers can hold us back. These may come in the form of doubt, fear, discouragement, or even spiritual opposition. God has been equipping you with the wisdom, faith, and strength to break through every barrier and step into your destiny. Like a runner breaking the finish line tape after a long race, your persistence, prayer, and faith are bringing you to a place of victory that has been waiting all along. Recognizing these barriers is the first step toward overcoming them. When you see obstacles not as defeats but as tests of faith, you unlock the power to surpass them. Look at David facing Goliath. The giant seemed insurmountable, yet God had already prepared the way for victory. Know this: every barrier in your life is temporary. Victory is not only possible, it is imminent. Clarity comes after seasons of confusion and waiting. God often allows uncertainty to help you distinguish what truly matters, shaping your vision and guiding your decisions. When the clouds clear, you gain insight into your purpose, your path, and your next steps. Think of the Israelites wandering in the desert. Though the journey was long and unclear at times, God led them with clarity through the guidance of the cloud by day and fire by night. Similarly, your path is becoming illuminated with understanding and divine direction. Clarity brings confidence. Once you see the full picture, decisions become easier and doubt loses its grip. Your prayers, reflections, and patient endurance are now converging to give you a clear sense of direction. Receive the gift of clarity today, and trust that God's vision for your life is unfolding exactly as it should. Chosen one, your life has been designed with a purpose that is unique to you. Every experience, encounter, and challenge has been shaping you to walk in alignment with God's calling. The trials were never meaningless. They prepared your heart, sharpened your skills, and strengthened your faith so that when your moment arrives, you will move with confidence, wisdom, and authority. Your purpose is not just about achievement. It is about impact, influence, and leaving a legacy that aligns with God's will. Walking in purpose requires clarity, determination, and courage. Opportunities that align with your destiny are appearing, and God is equipping you with the insight and tools needed to embrace them fully. You are being positioned in the right places, among the right people, and at the right time, so that your influence and reach expand beyond what you once thought possible. Trust that your steps are being guided, and your purpose is becoming evident through each season of preparation. Your purpose is unfolding steadily, and every season you've endured has prepared you to embrace it fully and confidently. God's provision is not limited by circumstances or human understanding. Even in moments where lack seemed present, divine provision was quietly orchestrating every detail of your life. Like manna in the wilderness, what you needed arrived at precisely the right time, even if it came in unexpected ways. Your finances, opportunities, relationships, and resources are aligning to support the fulfillment of your destiny, bringing stability, abundance, and peace. Provision flows when faith, obedience, and persistence intersect. The seeds you've planted in prayer, work, and dedication are now multiplying beyond measure. The blessings are not only for your needs, but also to empower you to serve others and expand your influence. The consistency of your trust and the integrity of your actions have positioned you for breakthroughs that go beyond what you could have planned or imagined. God's provision is arriving abundantly, perfectly timed to meet every area of your life that has been prepared for His blessings. Many limitations you've faced have been temporary barriers designed to test your faith, resilience, and determination. God has been working to remove every obstacle and open doors that seemed impossible. Your mindset, skills, and faith have been stretched so that when you step into your next season, you will operate with strength, clarity, and confidence. No limitation is too great when divine power is at work within you. Breaking through limitations also requires courage and perseverance. Life's challenges were never intended to keep you small. They were shaping you to carry more, achieve more, and inspire others. Every delay, difficulty, and challenge has strengthened your resolve and prepared you for a level of success, favor, and influence that exceeds your past experiences. The barriers that once held you back are dissolving, and you are entering a season of freedom, expansion, and breakthrough. Abundance is not merely about wealth. It encompasses every area of life: spiritual, emotional, relational, and financial. God is positioning you to experience fullness in every dimension of your existence. Every act of faith, obedience, and patience has been preparing you to receive more than you could imagine. Your blessings are abundant, overflowing, and designed to transform your life completely. Living in abundance also requires stewardship. How you manage what God gives will multiply your impact, strengthen your influence, and deepen your fulfillment. This is a time to embrace generosity, gratitude, and intentional living. You are stepping into a season where limitations fade and possibilities expand, and every area of your life is ready to flourish under God's guidance. Abundance is flowing into your life, bringing provision, peace, and blessings that will exceed your expectations. Obedience to God's will has shaped every aspect of your journey. Every decision to trust, follow, and align with His guidance has positioned you for reward, elevation, and fulfillment. Even when it was difficult or inconvenient, your obedience has set the stage for opportunities and blessings that would otherwise have remained out of reach. The rewards of obedience are multifaceted. They bring favor, peace, influence, and the ability to impact others positively. The path you have walked with integrity and faith has prepared you to embrace this season fully. God's timing is perfect, and the fruits of obedience are now manifesting in ways that will inspire and empower you to live boldly in your calling. The season of reward for your faithful obedience has arrived, and every blessing is perfectly aligned with your purpose. Divine favor is moving on your behalf even in ways that are unseen. People, circumstances, and events are aligning to bring breakthroughs, opportunities, and blessings into your life. Your reputation, influence, and spiritual alignment are opening doors that human effort alone cannot achieve. This favor is supernatural and perfectly timed to elevate every area of your life. Favor also enhances your ability to accomplish your purpose. It multiplies your efforts, opens paths, and ensures that what you are stepping into is sustainable and impactful. Your past patience, faith, and endurance have positioned you to receive this favor in fullness, changing the trajectory of your life permanently. God's favor is active in your life, guiding you toward breakthroughs, alignment, and success that surpass all expectations. Your breakthrough is not a distant dream, it is arriving now. All of the seasons of waiting, patience, faith, and perseverance have led to this moment. The doors that were closed are opening, the paths that were blocked are clearing, and the blessings that were delayed are finally manifesting. God is sending more than you asked for, exceeding every expectation and fulfilling every promise. This breakthrough is layered, spiritual, emotional, relational, and material, and it will transform your life completely. You are stepping into a new reality where your influence, purpose, and provision are fully aligned with God's design. Every challenge you faced has prepared you to receive these blessings with wisdom, gratitude, and strength. Your breakthrough has arrived. Step into it with faith, confidence, and joy, knowing that God's timing is perfect and His blessings are abundant. This is your moment, chosen one. God has sent more than you asked for, and your breakthrough is here. Step into it with faith, confidence, and gratitude, knowing that every season of waiting has prepared you for this. If this message encouraged you, inspired hope, or strengthened your faith today, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Anointed Era, and turn on notifications so you never miss a word of prophecy and inspiration. Your journey of abundance and divine favor is just beginning. Walk boldly into it.